So welcome back to the Adventures of Bear Shelter. We are currently in the Temple of Revelation, and not sure about
Certainly.
what I was going to do, but
Come to chat? Lengraf says she's had enough of me already, so Reengrim doesn't have any friends, but I aim to change.
asking around.
So, wizards tricked you into coming here too, eh? Think so? Imps, wizards lie. Drowsy puke, smart ground stink, just let drowsy
Okay, we
puke
don't
know
want to
when
rest.
She wants rest, eh? Eh? The new drugs.
We give him a recipe. Oh, so we can rest and get some interesting resistance. I think I don't want to rest, but maybe I realized I did a mistake while walking in this island, because I think now I have some bonuses which I did not plan. That means I have received them, this one, while talking with the wild manifestation in that camp in the island. I was thinking I was skipping that kind of possibility, but in reality I think we got it. So equivalent of resting, and we got this, but we lost other bonuses like the constant den bonuses and so on. So better to check what we have missed. For instance, we lost also the other potion bonuses. Well, those are easy to restore, but the rest is not. So don't do that mistake. Skip that conversation in that point. I forget how to do it properly. Probably you just have to escape the conversation entirely. Because, well, it's not really something ruining your run, but better to avoid that. So let's see, we have still robust, swift, brilliant, and courageous. So there's a couple of improvements that we could get if you manage to use the least unstable coin on some destructible or something like that. So that's something that would be good to do. And okay, we will use some luminous Adra to get more skills when we need them. Maybe to open some chest or something like that. But for now, I think the plan is to get things as easy as possible. So first thing, we check for our bonuses from drugs. We are still good with drugs, and the invisibility from the shadow form, we have a lot of it, so we can explore safely. We have 25 millions of seconds, more than enough. And we could sell something, maybe.
You want baubles? You math it's come place terrible impl.
Let's see what we found lately. Ooh, lots of swords. Yes. hatchets. I don't use them usually. Okay, more or less. Then if we need more money, we will see. But oh, these Harbinger's robes, I will keep one as a souvenir. I probably don't need all these armors, but better to have them in case we need to break something. And we found the mask of Wake. Could also sell this one, I don't use it. Okay. We could also buy something. Nothing really super useful. Maybe this one. Okay, and as we are loading a session, it could be good to just try to use another drug, because that's the right moment to experiment with drugs and see how many of them we can manage to stack without losing the previous one. So I have this test list about a possible order to stack drugs without having to redo and conflict one with the other and so on. Honestly, it is not the unique good order that could minimize the tries, but it's one of them for sure, because I think that this one should work. How does it work? Basically, if you want to stack drugs, you have to drink one, then you have to save. Drink one, prolong its duration, probably if you want to use them for the whole run, and then save. Then you have to load the session and you can drink another, possibly one of the ones that are not directly conflicting with the previous drug. It's not easy because there are a lot of conflicts between them if they are not drunk in a proper order, but there are possible orders which are allowing you to stack, in theory, all of them. In a test run, you can just drink, prolong, save, load, drink another, and so on, until you find the proper order which is working for you. I suppose in a real ultimate run it is better not to spam save and load, because that could be considered something out of the spirit of the challenge, and rightly so. So my suggestion is do it, because drugs may be pretty useful to improve your build, but try one drug per game session if you are doing the real ultimate, because as I don't know if it may be something considered a little too much cheating, because spamming saves should not be something you do. You can do once in a special occasion, like for instance you have a fight where you want to use the trick with the bounding boots to jump away, have Villa follow you, and then you reload, so Villa is out of danger. You can do it once, no problem. You do it twice, it's a little risky. I would not try to do 3 times, because maybe that way could be considered a little too cheating. So these are generic suggestions, but there are no written rules. The ultimate is more or less something that the developers decide looking at your whole run. So there are no precise rules about it. It's a matter of something is considered to be inside the limit of the spirit of the challenge, which is use all your tricks available from the game, but do not spam save load and reload and so on. Anyway, in theory, if you find the proper order to avoid conflicts, you should be able to stack one drug once each game session. This is at least what I'm trying to do. So this is another game session. I will try another drug. So basically I have this order. I will check what of these drugs I am already using and see if I can add another. So far, Coral Snuff, Mouth Char. Let's see if we have them. Coral Snuff, check for a lot of seconds. Remember that if you are doing the real ultimate, you cannot see the numbers of seconds you have of duration, so they are all covered by a question mark. That's another reason why it's important to have a parallel test run, because the test run is where you understand what you're doing and if something is good or something is not working. And okay, we have this one. Also, the notes are very useful because as you need to alt tab, check for things in your text file. Things that you use as a reference often, I think, are better written in game, like a note. Or, for instance, we are simulating the list of enemies we have to do in the ultimate challenge. So I have the list of all bosses we have to kill here, like a simple text. And same with the drugs that I think will work in this order. So Mouth Char, let's see, and Mouth Char we have it. No more, or we still need to drink it, so we can try that. And hopefully it will last. So look for it. I am free, but could buy something or make one. And probably drinking this I'm losing my shadow form. Here it is. So the shadow form is super powerful in a way because you can sneak everywhere. You can even run anywhere without being seen, but it is super easy to lose it. Anything you do, any action, anything you drink, any aggressive action you do, it is something that you can lose at any time. So be sure to have it when you, if you need it, before going in the middle of some enemy room. For instance, we have lost it because I drink the potion. So don't do that while you are in a room full of enemies. The good thing is that once you trigger them the first time, next times when after a load, a session load, it is very easy to trigger them again. You just have to equip them like this. You don't need any more to do like in the first triggering when you have to specifically apply the magic, you can just equip this item. And so you check if it works, and it works only when you're out of the menu. So don't try to prolong it before, when we are still here in the menu. You just go out, verify that the effect is applied, and then you should be untargetable, invisible for a few seconds. And this is the right time to prolong. As usual, you double click. Better to do if with an armor and a necklace, because this way you are swapping both the Kabbalist Gambeson with the special enchantment Arcane Extension, 10% beneficial effect duration, and at the same time you are swapping the Strand of Fire, which has the same beneficial effect duration increase. So basically you are increasing by more or less 20% every swap and half, basically. But it's just faster this way, using both the items having this property. And this way you can double click 100 times. You are sure you have something lasting for months. So in theory it should last until something is dispelling your precious properties. It must be said that some things, some special good effects are very easy to prolong, because more or less you just do it once. They are very hard to dispel by your enemies or by some scripted interaction, while other buffs, other good properties are very easy to get lost. The technical reason, honestly, I don't know. And